these businesses that I'm involved in, the bike tours, the weddings, the podcasting, that's all just like my time and energy is what's really, like I've got bikes, of course, and I've got a recorder for my recording gear. But other than that, to actually do the work is just my time and energy. And so I just try to sort of be in a flow with that and be authentic and use technology to deliver an analog experience.
Okay. Interesting. What do you mean by an analog experience?
Well, I'm of an age where, I grew up in the analog age where phones were connected to walls by wires and you had to like get up off the couch to turn the channel on the TV. I mean, we're talking ancient stuff here.
Yeah.
Practically, barbaric. And
we had that in Zimbabwe because we were like 20 years behind the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
But then, in my like 20s, early 20s, computers started to happen. And so I kind of crossed the bridge from the analog world into what is now like a pretty digital world. And I've got a good feel for both. And I feel like the digital world is really it really lacks a lot of what the analog delivers in terms of just actual connection and person-to-person interaction and engagement with the outdoors and using your hands. Those are all things that like generations now, you're 20, you grew up in, you have the good fortune of growing up in Zimbabwe and being 20 years behind in technology. So having some experience of that, whereas a lot of your peers who grew up here in the West or in Europe, they're like strictly digital, right? They've had a screen in their hand since before they could walk, probably.
Like the digital native.
And it really, and I think that there's just a huge disconnect from the natural world and from just like these hands-on sort of things. And I think that people are discovering that. And I think people know that intuitively. They don't even really necessarily aren't aware of it, but they know something's missing. And that's why, I think that's one of the reasons vinyl records are so popular again.
Yeah.
Was because it's like, God, what's more tangible than a vinyl record?
Yeah.
Where you have to get up halfway through and flip the thing over.
Yeah. No, that's really cool.
And more like chat stuff or talk to a human on your, to get help on on the internet. And I just, and farm to table and artisan, people are just like craving the mass produced thing, the least common denominator thing, I don't think is working for people.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of differing degrees of realizing that.